Hello, everyone. Gonna move my mic a little closer to me. RPG Kingdom Kid here with I don't know if this will be a series, but it is a first look or a look at Lil Guardsman. This game caught me by surprise. It's by Hilltop Studios. I believe it's a nice little indie game. And what it basically is, it's kind of like Papers, Please in a way. If you guys know what Papers, Please is you're kind of the border patrol agent who either allows people to come into the country or you deny them or you detain them later on in the game. That's pretty much the same thing as this, except it's a little more cutesy and I don't know. There's more elements behind it as well, including like time reversal and all that stuff. So, and you have like people talking to you, be like, "Oh, do this and this." And granted, to be fair, Papers, Please also kind of had some missions where it's like, "Hey, I need you to allow this person in, even if they don't have all their documents," or it's like, "I need you to detain this person, no matter what," or "I want you to detain people so that I get more money and then I give you a cut," type thing. So, I don't know. I'm very interested to see how this game plays out because, yeah. I don't know if this will be a series or not. If it is a series, it'll be a short series, obviously. And if this game, much like Papers, Please, has multiple endings, which it probably does, I don't know if I'd get all the endings, but we'll see. Anyway. Level selection. Settings. Audio. I'm fine with that. And all right, let's start.
And so it came to pass that the day was to be saved by the most unlikeliest of heroes, a small child unwillingly thrust into the workforce. One disaster after another had been diverted due to her diligent and cunning decision-making. With the kingdom on the verge of knowing everlasting peace and prosperity, our hero could finally rest their weary head, but only after one more critical decision was to be made. A decision of great weight, a decision of immense importance, a decision that could possibly kill hundreds, even thousands of people. Oh my God, you've made the wrong choice. You didn't think things through. You've doomed us all. Everything's on fire now. We're all covered in fire. How could you have done this to us?
Lil!
What? Oh, Dad, I must have been having a nightmare.
It's over now, sweetie. But since you're awake, I think it's time you and I had the talk.
Out of one nightmare and into another.
Sweetie, there comes a time in every young person's life.
Well, Dad, you don't have to do this.
When they have to work their dad's shift at the guard shed while he places a bet on the goblin ball match down at the pub.
Aw, Dad, do I have to? Today was the day I was going to start off on a grand adventure with my friends. I want to sail the open sea. I want to fight ogres. I want to throw rocks at things.
You think I didn't want to throw rocks at things when I was your age? But I had a duty. I had a responsibility. I had to work at the guard shed while my dad placed a bet at the goblin ball match down at the pub.
Did he ever win anything?
Do you think we'd be stuck here if he did?
But I'm 12. Won't we get in trouble?
Not if we don't get caught. Come on, I'll show you how to handle anything that comes up.
Okay, I'm liking this already. That little intro bit was funny. So, here we go.
Okie dokie. Ready for me to very quickly show you how everything works?
Yeah, and then you're gonna add more shit along the way that I won't understand because they're like, all right, here's like 50 other things you need to do because, yeah.
Oh, good. Everyone loves a tutorial.
Shh. You're being meta. Quit it.
No time for a full rundown, so I'll sum it up like this. The key thing to remember when being a castle guardsman is...
Dad, someone's coming. What do we do?
Okay. Guess the best way to learn is by doing. Let's just hope there's someone completely plain and boring.
Alrighty. Well, she looks plain and boring.
Good morning, Mrs. Abernathy. How's your day today?
Plain and boring, as always.
Bingo. Would you mind if Lil looks after you?
Oh, not at all. It's always a pleasure to see your daughter, Shamish.
Shamish.
It's Hamish.
What is?
It is?
Never mind. Now, Lil, when a visitor approaches the guard shed, they'll generally start by stating their business.
I'd like to state my business. I bring a basket of baked goods to my son and his family once a week. Oh, would you like one?
Little puts it in her inventory. I got a cinnamon bun.
After they state their business, it's pretty much your call what to do next. You
Detain!
can select them and interrogate them. There's tools, the phone there on the wall. You only get 3 action points. You get it, right?
Oh, I
Not
get.
really. What do we need tools for?
Oh, I can only do 3 things before I have to decide, huh?
You can pick one and it does something. Come on, Lil. I've really got to speed this along. The Goblin Ball game is about to start.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm inconveniencing you?
Oh, no, not at all, dear. I don't mind helping out.
But the princess is whirly-gigging the ceremonial for slingshot.
She is? Sweet jumping jitters, we gotta get to that game. Let's wrap this up, dear. Seamus, tell the girl what to do.
The name is Hamish.
Alrighty.
No, it's Mrs. Abernathy.
Select any highlight element to learn about it. Alrighty. The Royal Rite. It's the Royal Rite. The first thing you do when you start your shift is take a look. Oh, okay, so this is basically like how it was in Papers, Please, where you have like a thing to look at here. It's got a lot of information you'll need to do your job. You can select the Royal Rite anytime and it won't cost you any action points, so that's good. If the Castle Guard Corps can achieve a good star rating this month, there will be a pizza party at the barracks. Note, strict 1 slice limit per guardsman. From the desk of Councilwoman Ash, there will be a demonstration in the city square this evening held by members of the Megs Guild. If any of the speakers come through your gate, please call my office to initiate their escort and secondary screen. So, okay. So if any members of the Mage Guild comes, we must call Councilwoman Ash's offer. Okay. Congratulations, Garmin Randy, on 35 years on this post. Hey! After a 6-month undercover operation at the Sprawl Cavern for the Elderly, a group of sweet grannies and grampies. You know what? That's always like you're like, hey, granny. I guess gramps is probably the things, but I guess like Grammys and grampies. That's hilarious. We're discovered to be trafficking illegal drugs into and out of the sea. Well, not every old person is to be treated as a drug mule. Please be vigilant when dealing with someone's grandparent. Okay. So we have to be diligent with this lady because she's a grandparent. Depressed Joker seeks person with funny name. If you call and pique my interest, there's a cash bonus in it for you, Malcolm. Okay, so if there's someone with a funny name, we must call Malcolm. By royal decree.
Didn't we cover this? That's your inventory bag where you keep the things people give you, or that you confiscate from them. In other words, your sweet, sweet loot. Looking in your bag for something to use doesn't cost you an action point.
Good. Well, Miss Abernathy's famous buns. Price 0. Okay.
Feeling stuck? This phone is for calling the royal advisors and asking for their help, but all they'll really give you is their opinion. You can get a hold of Lieutenant Stryker, captain of the guards, and technically our boss.
Hello, who's there?
Or First Councilwoman Ash, the head bureaucrat of the Sprawl, with a real mind for politics.
This is Councilwoman Ash. Hello? Hello, is somebody there?
Hello. Hello.
And finally, the royal jester Malcolm, chaos personified in human form.
Hello, you've reached Malcolm. Please leave
Ah.
a message after the goose honk. Hey, where'd the goose go? Well, chase after it, for goodness sake.
Each call costs an action point. Our tools.
Oh,
If you want to
okay.
use a tool, you have to make sure it has a crystal to charge it. Here, I'll show you. I'll add today's crystals to the tools that don't have any. That way I have a well-rounded arsenal.
Why did the other tools already have crystals in them?
I carried them over from previous days. Any other questions?
Why does a bullwhip need to be powered by crystals?
No more questions. You can use this decoder ring to decode things. Not exactly sure how it works. The instructions were written in some kind of code. It's a metal detector. You figure it out.
Will do.
Truth spray. You spray it and they tell the truth. Honestly, that's what it does. This X-ray scanner can see through most types of clothing, flesh, and bone. It uses low-grade radiation. Do not use on trolls.
Okay.
No humming. You use the Wicked 3000 to make the big decision to let someone in, or send them packing. Choosing this will end the tutorial. Can I finally get out of here? I already told you, selecting the person means you interrogate them and hear more of their story. It's the best way to find out someone's true intentions. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes using a tool will do the job better, or the phone, or it's a combination of things. I don't know, you can spend all 3 action points just interrogating them for all I care.
Okay, well, since I
You
can't do
use the
anything,
Wicked
so...
3000 to make the big decision. Now you can choose to use the Wicked 3000 at any point during a turn, but sometimes it's better to use up all 3 action points to find out everything you can, by any means necessary.
Right.
Sometimes?
Yeah, and sometimes people are in a really big hurry, like I am right now, so just pick a damn lever already.
Select and hold to make your decision. Did that? No. Admit.
Great job, Lil. Your mother would be so proud to see you now. After my delivery,
If
I'm
she
off to
wasn't
watch the big
dead.
game. Got my grandson's inheritance riding on a tip that the Stapleford Snughorns are gonna win it today.
Here's a tip, never lend Mrs. Abernathy money to bet with.
Let's hurry along to the game. We don't want to be late, do we, Hamish?
My name is Shamish. No, wait, it's not. Oh, I better go. Time to put on your big kid pants. You can do this.
Okay, I'm really liking this already. This is really
More
charming.
like I'm being forced to do this.
It's only for today, I swear. Come meet me in the tavern when the shift is over. Good luck.
Good luck with your illegal gambling.
I don't need luck.
Yeah, you do.
Me. He does.
Okay, Lil, you got this.
So it looks like, I'm assuming according to that thing on the top right corner, you know, it had like 1 out of 5. I'm assuming that means there's only going to be 5 people here, so. You nailed that tutorial. Great job. What will happen if you denied her? We'll see. Can achieve a good start rating this month. So I don't know what that means. That top one. Members of the Mage Guild need to call Ash. Really need to be vigilant with old people and funny names. Got it. And luckily I can keep looking at that every time.
Charmed to make your acquaintance, young Gateminder. I am Tyronius Athanatos, son of Brielle and Darunia Athanatos. I have been summoned to deliver the keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedom tonight, hosted by the Mages Guild.
Okay.
Will you require anything further?
Well, let's interrogate them.
What's your speech about?
Oh, my dear child. It is obvious to me that you do not possess a magical bone in your body, and my speech, therefore, would only serve to confuse and frighten you.
Tease.
The only one confused is you about how frightened you are of me. Stupid. Man, I really need to work on my teasing.
Ha! I admire your bravery, but you walk a fine line between bravery and foolishness. Be warned.
Well, to be fair, there is always a fine line between those two. Okay, sir. I can't... Can I, like... Okay. Alright, well, let's call Ash.
I'm so glad you called. Frankly, I was worried you guardsmen never followed the writ due to illiteracy. Admit the mage, and my people will escort him to the venue.
Alright, admit him. Fuck it. I don't think I need anything else. Well... Is there any tools? What worries me is the, What worries me is these crystals. Like, what does that mean with these crystals? I'm actually curious how many days there are. They say there's 100 people, so... I don't know. Maybe this will become a series, because there might not be that many people. I don't think I really need to use the tools. Alright, I'm just gonna admit them.
The House of Thanatos, and indeed the entire Mages Guild, thank you, young guardian. You will go far.
I'm going to try my best to be like... You read the right and follow the orders. Good little guardsman. I'm curious, does that mean I got that ribbon or did I not get that ribbon? Oh well.
Good afternoon. I am here to pick up my 2 kids from the no-good, stingy lowlife of a father who happens to be my lying, cheating lowlife of an ex-husband, Orlando.
Orlando.
His address is there on this incomprehensible, illegible letter my kids sent me. Believe me, I would love to have him get off his sorry butt and bring them to me for once.
Oh, I don't have it. I know Dad said never use this on trolls. I'm assuming she's a troll. There's nothing on here about trolls. You're not really an old person. I don't think you have a really funny name. Obviously, you're not part of the Mage Guild. Let's talk to you a couple times.
It was his week with them. No, I'm sorry. It was his and his new girlfriend, Callie's week with them. And do you want to know what the kids say about her? They say she's fun.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure the letter they wrote is all about her. Can't decode it to save my life, though. My kid's writing is so lousy.
Maybe I could use...
That letter was pretty much illegible.
See what I mean? Horrible, horrible penmanship.
Can I use the decoder ring?
I don't know how to tell you this, but there's more to this letter than meets the eye. There's a hidden message written here. It says, "Come, son, mommy, Kelly is Nightmare." Does that make sense to you?
Oh my god! My boys don't
Oh
know
my
how to
God.
spell. But also that thing about Kelly being the worst.
Okay, now again, so yeah, so I use it, so I can't use the decoder ring anymore, at least for today, I'm assuming. So, let me talk to her one more time. I literally have nothing else, so let's
I
talk to
knew
her one
I
more time.
never should have introduced them to each other. Kelly was my hairdresser. Was is the key word. Can I go get my kids now?
Yeah, I'll let you in.
People come and go, but no matter what, you'll always be those kids' mother.
You're right. I will be, no matter who that low-life jerk ex-husband Orlando dates.
Orlando.
Thank you for saying that.
Aw, I like that. Maybe I should always use up all 3 of my things. Let them in. I see no reason not to. Maybe this is going to be an easy day that it's like, yeah, you should let them all in, so.
Thanks. Don't worry, Polyphemus Orlando Jr. Mama's coming for you.
Polampolis.
Good luck.
Polampolis and Orlando Jr. Good use of the decoder ring, Guardsman. You didn't judge a book by its cover, and you knew not to stand in the way of a mama bear and her cubs. Okay, so I did get a ribbon, so I guess I did. So I guess my first one wasn't as good, because maybe I could have just talked to him one more time or something like that. I don't know.
What in the bloody blazing blasted hell is the hold-up?
Okay, he looks like an old man.
Well, sir, the guard.
Silence! Speak when spoken to, or you'll get the whip, whelp.
Yes, sir.
Now, you, child, let me pass. I have important business to attend to. Come on, shake a leg. BS waits for no man.
BS? BS.
Bank of the Sprawl.
Well, that's unfortunate. What kind of business do you have at the bank today, sir?
I shan't be airing the details of my BS appointment with some nosy little brat tending the gate. Mind your business or you'll get the whip, child.
You shouldn't threaten to whip people. Actually, that reminds Lil of her toolkit.
Oh, yes, we mustn't keep you from your ever so important meeting. BS is right.
I don't know, I kinda wanna use the extra. Fuck it, whip!
I'm sorry, sir. I was just slouching, only for a second. I'll make sure that none of the blood gold falls out of its case.
Blood gold.
You nincompoop. It wasn't me using the whip. If it was, believe me, you'd feel it.
Wait a second. Did he say blood gold? Isn't that illegal?
He didn't say blood gold. He said bloody gold. It's a form of slang he must have picked up from somewhere. Isn't that right, you bloody idiot?
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir.
I'd like to take a closer look at those gold bars. I think I
Confiscate.
need to hold on to these.
Why, you greedy little urchin. I think I like you more than ever.
No, it's not like that.
Oh, of course. Just remember, if you make any form of profit off of those, you're as much to blame as I am. Now, since you are finished rifling through my personal belongings, you insufferable petty little monster,
I probably
let
should have
me
just given back.
pass.
Hold on. Let me call Stryker.
Blood gold. We've been on the lookout for mules bringing it into the sprawl for years now. Deny this man immediately. Well spotted, Guardsman. You are a credit to the force.
Hey, sweet. That's what I thought. I'll deny you. And I confiscate the gold, so I think that was good. I love that as a frowny face. Like,
It's the goblin's fault, isn't it? Nasty, deceptive creatures. What about this? Let me through the gate, but I shall leave the goblin tied up outside like the cur he is.
But sir, the gold!
The gold.
Silence! All right, you rotten little girl, I'll go. But you will rue the day you crossed me.
I like all of Little's expressions. You fool the blood gold trafficker on your first damn day? Legend! Hey, I am a legend. The phone is ringing.
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling. Who may I ask am I speaking to?
Little.
This is Lil.
Nice to meet you, Lil. I need one of you gate guards to come down to the dig site as soon as you can.
Okay, and where exactly is... She hung up.
Well, I got one more person I have to either let in or deny.
Why, hello there. I have come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism. After years on the road as a traveling merchant, I'm finally ready to put down roots. And what better place than the sprawling metropolis of the Sprawl? Huh, I just got that. Garby Bunches is the name.
Garby Bunches is the name.
Garby Bunches? Funny name. But that's gotta be made up. I'm gonna have to see some documentation.
Can't fault you for doing your due diligence. Here's my vendor's license issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade.
Well, if it's a funny name, I gotta call what's his name. Return him.
He's right. Everything is in order.
I think it'd be weird if I confiscate them.
I just
Fuck yeah.
can't wait to get in the mix and figure out what kind of merchant this place really needs. Since I was a boy selling lemonade, when life literally gave me lemons, I've dreamed of maximizing profits and keeping overhead low.
Sure.
I've always said this place needs a nondescript vendor to shake things up a little.
See, you get it. Once I've set up shop selling, well, whatever I decide to sell, I'll be sure to give you a discount.
Oh, thanks for that.
I look forward to buying... something.
All right, let's call Malcolm.
Garby Bunches. Where have I heard that name before? Wait a minute. Ask him if he's descended from Garbanzo the Terrible.
Are you related to Garbanzo the Terrible?
Yep, my great-great-great-great-grandpappy Garbanzo.
OMG, tell him I'm a huge fan. I've got so many questions. Like, why did he use an ice cream scoop? How did he dispose of all that mess?
This isn't helpful.
You're not helpful.
I got some money. I don't think I should use any of these stuff. I'm just gonna let them in. If I don't get a full thing, then maybe it's... If I don't get a full star thing, maybe it is a whole, like, yes, you gotta, like, use all 3 of your things in order for you to get the full stars.
Can you smell that?
The trash barge? Yeah, it comes through on the weekends. The smell only lingers for a couple of days.
Not the reek of filth and decay. That's the reek of opportunity. See you around.
The reek of opportunity! Hey! Who would know that a funny name would lead to connecting Jester Malcolm to one of his historical heroes? Good job. Bell rings in the distance. No more folks. Time to close up shop. Due to your exceptional job performance, 3.8, you were paid 30 gold for this ship. I almost had 4. It was the first guy. I feel like there was something else I could have done. I don't know, like maybe the truth serum or something like that? I don't know. But hey, not bad. Yeah, see, what else could I have done for this? I called the thing, and everyone else was fine. Like, I talked to them and used the coder. Maybe I should have talked to the guy one more time or something like that. Oh well. The dig site. Oh, look at this little map. That's cute. I mean, you get a hydrant, loadout, all pretty basic stuff. Machines like this are relatively new discovery in the sprawl. Lil knows as the words Commander Keen among the inscrutable technological jargon. Excuse me? Hello, Commander Keen? Yes, please. The hole is so deep you can't see the bottom. It must have a really good ladder guy. See a small cot and a pile of clothes through the gap. Dr. Bea must sleep here. I'm sorry, but Commander Keen... yes, please. Actually, I wonder if these guys are the ones that made that Commander Keen game. I think it was a mobile-only game.
Oh my, were you left behind? The last group of school children departed hours ago. Feel free to wait in the lost and found box until someone comes to collect you.
No, you called me. I'm Lil. We spoke on the phone. I was covering for my dad at the South Gate.
Of course, Lil, yes. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do, for the sake of time. Sake of time. Do you get it?
No. Well, Lil doesn't, but I do.
No.
See?
Trust me, you will.
Where exactly am I?
You're at the entrance to the greatest archaeological discovery of our lifetimes. I am Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of archaeological research at the Royal Academy. But you can call me B.
Gotcha. And what's so great about this place?
Would you like the long or short version?
Fuck it, I'll take the long version. I like stories. I got time.
Hit me with some of that sweet exposition, baby.
Baby?
This place is known as the dig site.
How creative.
We stand at the site upon which power crystals were first discovered.
The power crystals that I use for the tools in the guard shed?
Those and every other technological marvel of our lifetimes. The power crystal was discovered completely by accident. 80 years ago, on this site, an iconic dwarven heavy metal band performed to celebrate the coronation of Princess Desdemona's grandfather, King Artemis. At the moment of a particularly rumpus drum solo, the vibrations opened up a chasm, swallowing the entire stage and the musicians, and a few dozen enthusiastic fans. Legend says the band emerged from the chasm adorned in the glowing magical rocks, or what we know as power crystals today.
That must have looked awesome.
Very awesome, but there's more. Whether by fate or the actions of an inebriated mage, the bass player was struck by a lightning bolt, and the crystals in her cape and beard absorbed the electric discharge. Everything that previously relied on magic within a 5-mile radius lit up and was charged for weeks.
Hardcore.
Hardcore parkour.
Very hardcore. A massive industry sprung up and developed the multitudes of ways we use power crystals, which ushered in an unprecedented era of prosperity for the Sprawl, making our city-state the world power it is today.
Neat.
Gotcha. But what does this have to do with me?
I am the preeminent expert in the advanced properties of power crystals, and my research suggests we have barely scratched the surface of what these puppies can do.
Okay, but again, what does this have to do with me?
Lil, I have found how to harness the crystal's power to alter the very fabric of time. May I present the Chronometer 3000? And what I need to know from you is, do you know anyone who would be willing to go on what some might call an adventure?
Yes, me.
Oh, me!
I'm not gonna push the button. I'm not gonna be
I
that
wanna go
devious
on an
yet.
Adventure?
Wonderful. But before you go off and start pushing buttons willy-nilly, let me explain how I came across this incredible new discovery. Or more, exposition, as you might say. You see, by transmuting the crystal's more raw and ethereal properties and tethering it to a gnomish astrolab, they can produce temporal anomalies. We began experimenting by fashioning teeny tiny harnesses and attaching the crystals to mice and directing radio signals towards them.
I love that.
We
It's like,
perfected
push
the
the
process
button.
and found that we could send these
No,
mice
I want
back in minutes,
exposition.
hours, even a full day with a less than 13% fatality rate.
Just do, for the love of God, push the button.
Blah blah microscope, blah blah live chicken, blah 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 resonance chamber, blah.
I bet you now the only option is to push the button. I knew it. For the love of God, push the button. Funky.
Wait, what? Where am I? What just happened?
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling. Who may I ask am I speaking to? Nice to meet you, Lil. I need one of you gate guards to come down to the dig site as soon as you can.
What's going on? Don't you remember She hung up. Again.
Again. Do I have to do the last guy again? I do.
Why, hello there. I've come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism. After years on the road as a...
Capitalism.
Let me stop you there. Your name is Grabby Blanchers, right? You're a traveling merchant or something?
Ah, I see my reputation precedes me. Kind of. The name is Garby Bunches.
This is so weird. I swear I already dealt with this guy. I can either do the same thing as I did last time, or maybe this is a chance to try something different.
I'm sorry. Are you talking to me?
That's what I'm trying to decide, Garbs.
Regardless, here's my vendor license issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade for confirmation.
I'll give it
He's
back.
right. Everything is in order.
I'm not gonna change anything. I'm not
I
gonna
need to
change
get this
anything.
guy processed and get my butt back to the dig site. I swear I've done this already. I remember pulling the lever.
Can you smell that?
I think then you said something about opportunity.
You got it. See you around.
Or maybe they don't
I
count
need to
that.
get back to the dig site to figure out
Yeah,
what
I guess
just
they don't really
happened.
count that again, so. I like her hair too, by the way. I never mentioned that, but like her hair is great. Let me play Commander Keen. I want to play Commander Keen. What's up?
Oh my, were you left behind? The last group of school children departed hours ago. Feel free to wait in the lost and found box until someone comes to collect you.
I need you to listen to me. Something very strange is going on. My name is Lil. Don't you remember me?
Oh, Lil from the phone call earlier, of course. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do for the sake of time. Sake of time. Do you get it?
Yes.
I already told you no. Oh, wait, I actually do.
My name is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of archaeological...
Mological research at the Royalty School for Smart People. You said I can call you Trixie. We've been through this before.
Trixie?
I'd prefer if you called me B.
And this is the site where power crystals were first discovered and you used them to make a time machine. Then you baited me with promises of adventure and pretty much forced me to push the big shiny button on your silly little time machine, and now I'm pretty sure I'm just traveled back through time and I'm kind of freaking out here. Any questions?
Wait, why am I asking you questions?
That's
For any
funny.
of this to be possible, it would require the use of my newly crafted device. May I present the Chronometer 3000? Wait, where did it go?
Do you mean this?
My invention! How did you get that?
You gave it to me. Well, not really, but you were gonna give it to me, I think. You were in the middle of explaining.
And you were seduced by the glowing red button.
Can you blame me?
I'm
Yes,
12.
but it is a good button. I'm just proud of myself that your particles weren't immediately dispersed to the furthest reaches of space and time.
Oh, that would have been fun.
That risk becomes much lower once I configure it to your individual life source, which I will do now.
Way to go, Little. Yup.
At
Avoided
any rate,
certain death.
I think the castle gate is a perfect place to test my prototype, and I need a willing gate guard to use the device. And allow me to track their progress to make sure only the right people are permitted entry to the sprawl. Do you have any questions?
Right, people?
Individuals or groups that would improve the daily life of the inhabitants of the sprawl, rather than those who would see harm come to the community and castle.
Isn't that subjective?
Yes, well, I suppose it is, but recently the kingdom has seen a rise in rebellious factions, envious neighboring nations, not to mention the resentful Mages Guild since the Power Crystal has replaced most household magical applications. One wrong choice could trigger a domino effect that could lead to the fall of the sprawl.
So to recap, you're giving me, a 12-year-old who worked exactly one day at the castle gate, the power to rewind time? Why not just use it yourself?
I have been testing the device myself for months. In fact, I used it to repeat a month's worth of the same day and learn to play the oboe. Can I show you?
The oboe? For the love of all that is holy, no.
Oh, well, perhaps another time. My calculations suggest that no changes I could make from my post at the Royal Academy would have nearly the impact on the sprawl that you gate guards do. Academia, am I right?
Right.
So I came to the conclusion that trying it out at the gate is a calculated risk worth taking.
Sure. Makes
I
sense.
think I get the idea, Dr. Bean. I'm ready to go out in the world and use this device properly, and definitely not to win the lottery or to repeatedly watch people trip and fall over and over again.
You'd want that?
Yes, trip and
I
fall.
have a feeling you're not using your science experiments to their full potential.
Regardless, you'll find you can't use it whenever or wherever you want. It is now calibrated, so it will only allow you to fold space and time when you are inside the guard shed.
Well, that's crazy.
Ah, rats.
Ah, rats.
Furthermore, by default, the device will automatically allow you to travel back to the start of your guard shift, including your loadout. However, I hacked it a bit so that you can jump back to a specific point in the turn. Hack is the key word, though.
Okay.
I have to leave now. There is more science to be done. I will summon you soon, and we will see what else you might be ready for. Thank you, Lil. The world thanks you.
No pressure.
You can do this. Just try not to break space and time. I'm not kidding.
Oh.
Maybe I should have mentioned I was only working the gate for one day. Oh well. It's getting pretty late. I should head home.
The tavern is home. Okay.
Your dad's over there.
Thank you. Legend has it that this neon sign was made by a company that makes custom neon signs. That's where they keep the good stuff. Arda will only open a bottle for people she knows will pay their tab. Remember this working when you were little. Pretty great collection of tunes. Your dad always says if you ever save enough money, you could chip in to get her fixed. Well, how much does it cost to get it fixed? This ain't the nice place in town. There's always a warm fire going. Can I go to the bathroom? Nope. Okay, hi, Dad.
Hey, there she is, my hard-working, angel-faced sweetest of the sweetest daughter of mine.
You didn't win your gambling, did you?
No, but it wasn't my fault. The other team was just too good. But I didn't lose all my money. We still have left what I didn't bet, so...
That'll be 15 gold for the ale.
And now we don't have any left. Hey, Lil, did you take any bribes or pickpocket anyone today?
Should I give him the gold bars? No, no,
Sorry,
I'm not going to.
Nothing today.
Oh, rats.
Rats? Again? I mean, we don't have rats, I swear.
No, not like that.
I like the art style of these
Oh,
characters,
well.
too.
I'll go call my guy anyways. See if he'll front me the money to bet with.
Wait, you'll never believe what happened. Right at the end of my shift, I got this phone call, okay? Asking me to come down to the dig site.
Did you remember to lock up the shed?
What? Yes.
And turn off the light?
Yes, I did. Whatever, just listen.
You gotta make sure to turn off the light, Lil. They'll charge us for the overnight usage.
I remember to turn off the light. I think. Anyways, Dad, I met this professor at the dig site, and she had this time machine, and when I touched the time machine, I went back in time. Then she gave me the time machine to use when I worked the guard shed for you, but it only works at the guard shed, so that was kind of a bummer. But it's super cool, and it only works for me.
That's great, sweetie. I'm glad you liked covering for me today. But you don't have to make up stories just so you can work another shift.
Wait, no, that's not what's happening.
Anytime you want to be just like Daddy and work down at the guard shed, all you need to do is ask.
Dad, you're not fully comprehending what I'm trying to tell you.
Nope.
Hey, Arda, did you hear? Lil's making up cute stories so she can be more like her old man.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I have the power to manipulate time, and I demand to be taken seriously.
I have the power.
Okay, I understand. I can see that you're serious. Seriously adorable. But honestly, Lil, you can cover for me anytime you like. You're probably doing a better job than me anyways.
Probably.
This isn't how I expected it to go.
Speaking of that, I better call my guy and make a bet on the next game. It's getting late. You better get upstairs to bed, Missy. Good night, Lil.
Vengeful little no. Good
Good
night,
night,
Dad.
Dad. Maybe someday you'll believe me. Good luck with your gambling.
I don't need luck.
I want to talk to this one. I want to talk to this lady here. Hi, can I talk to you? Well, it doesn't really have anywhere else to be.
Whew, I'm pooped. That's enough adventure for one day. I'm ready to hit the sack.
Ooh. Ooh, that music. I like it. On her way to the bar, Miss Abernathy accidentally walked into 2 more tutorials, causing her to be late to make a bet on the big goblin ball game. Her grandson's inheritance is safe for now. Turnus Anthanatos gave his keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedom and inspired most of the crowd. The divide between magical and non-magical beings grew a little more that night. He's indebted to Councilwoman Ash for her influence in facilitating a smooth admittance to the sprawl. As the niece picked up the kids, she moved them safely out of view, but not earshot, and gave Kelly a piece of her mind. Paul Ambrose and Orlando Jr. learned a handful of new words that day, but some they already knew. Due to your cunning confiscation and denying the old coot, Grumpkin T. Dankworth was unable to make his sizable deposit of illegal blood gold to BS rank of the sprawl. Fortunately, it happened on the same day of an unprecedented volume of cash withdrawals. This caused the bank to run and close early. People panicked. They burned the bank to the ground. Mr. Dankworth refused to donate money to have it rebuilt. Oh shit. Grabby Bunches found a vacant plot of land in the alleyway behind the Twisted Sisters Tavern and set up his Emporium of Wonders. Level 2.
Good morning. You're listening to The Morning Crawl, the #1 morning show in the sprawl.
So they're like, actually, I think this is fine right here. Okay, guys, you know what? I think I am going to make this into a series. It's fun. It's enjoyable. I am liking it. And this little tutorial level is really enjoyable, and I liked it. So, I don't know, maybe because it was just very long due to all, like, the tutorial stuff and everything. But maybe, I don't know how many levels there are. Maybe that's something I can quickly look up. But, yeah, if this game can last until P3 or even before P3 comes out, that P3 reload comes out, that'd be great. So this video, or this series is along with Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and that comes out, well, by the time this video comes out, will be the day that Infinite Wealth comes out. I think that'll be great. So anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give that like button a click. And comment down below what you like about the video, didn't like about the video. And let me know, guys, what you think of this game. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of Papers, Please, even though I never really played that game, but I've watched people play the game. And I don't know, this definitely has a charm to it, and I'm liking it. So, I mean, Papers, Please also had a charm to it as well. But the good news about Papers, Please is, or the good news between this one and Papers, Please is you're not timed for it. It's like you will always get through the whatever people are for the day or the level. So you'll always get through them. And there's no, like, excuse me. There's no, like, oh, urgencies. Like, oh, I have to get through so-and-so to make money and all that stuff. And granted, you're making money here, too, so. I don't know, I'm liking this. So, yeah. So I think this will be a series. So either, like, yeah, hopefully it either wraps up close to the release of P3, before the release, or maybe, like, the day of it coming out, or even the day after. I'll take that, but we'll see. So, yeah. I mean, I'll definitely probably be done with this series before that comes out, but yeah. Let me know how you guys feel about it. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to the main channel, too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RG Kingdom Kid Twitter, are in there, too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I will see you all next time.